Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Midnight Serenade. One man, four names, one unforgettable show. Please welcome David Michael Elliot David.
It is David Michael Elliot David coming to you on a cyber infused road. Good lovin', I've got a truckload. How you doing tonight? On episode, I believe this would be number 15. Guys, we're gonna tear the band-aid off maybe a wound I have, and you can maybe figure out where you're at, and maybe not. I don't know. I'm going to wing this one. It's heavy. I'm going to call this Who Loves You? Okay. Do I need to say like, share, subscribe? Do I need to get that out of the way while I'm watching the clock and realizing I'm at the beginning and have a long way to go? Guys, like, subscribe, share. I'm doing everything I can to make it happen for you. Who loves you, man? I'm the baby of five. One girl, four boys in that order. And I will say that my parents really applied themselves to the first girl and the first boy. And then boy number three didn't get very much. Boy number four got less, and I got zip. And I mean, when I tell you the baby usually gets, I got zip. I was the invisible child. You have no idea how long it took me to figure out that that's what got my life into a very odd place to where I'm exploding out of a cannon at a late stage in life. Bottom line is, in my house, they didn't care. We all ate dinner together, but if you weren't there, trust me, nobody was saving you leftovers because they were hungry mouths to feed, so to speak. I grew up in the house next door. I really did. I mean, I don't know how they put up with me, but I was there more than I was in their house. I mean, it was time to when it was time to go home for dinner, I went home for dinner, and I don't know if I came back at night or maybe I did, but the point is I would tell you that I grew up in their house, not in my house. So, the bottom line is as you get older, relationships that you think are going to last forever, they slip away, man. And you're sitting there and sometimes you're crying in your beer, sometimes you're crying, and you feel like dying in the whole routine and you don't understand what happened. Well, what happened is we all kind of orbit around each other, and sometimes we move out of season, sometimes we move out of favor, and then sometimes people you love become someone you used to know. And that was an incredibly brilliant song, touching on an incredibly brilliant thing, and how much I love the way the artist had the hit with it and decided to walk away. The beauty of it is, guys, when you talk about having that plan B, that's his plan B. He'll live off that song for the rest of his life. So, an interesting thing is, I'm going to tell you who loved me when I was a kid. It's a great story. I mean, I always wanted to be, and I still probably want someone to say, I'm the funniest person they know. Well, let's dial back to maybe I'm 10 years old and I'm visiting my best friend who lives three doors down from me, four doors down, Steve, my best friend Steve. And what happened, his father died and his mother couldn't really afford to keep the house, so they ultimately moved away. But here's the story. One night, it was a Wednesday night, and I remember his uncle used to bring these very whipped creamy strawberry shortcakes. They were dreamy, right? And I was having a very funny night. And Aunt Lynn, as I'm lovingly calling her, because she is one of the only adults that ever showed me love at that time. Oh God, I can't talk about this. Bottom line is, I'm being very funny, and Lynn is laughing. Now, years go by, and I mean, I'm a man, and I talked to her after maybe 20 years of not hearing her voice, and she lived a long life. She lived like 96 or something. But the point is, when we got on the phone, she said, Michael, she never called me Dave. I couldn't understand that. I used to say to her, it's Dave, it's Dave. She goes, I can't remember all four names. I got to call you this. Upshot of the deal is she goes, you made me laugh for the first time after my husband died. Wow. You know, maybe somebody did tell me I'm the funniest person they ever met. Who loves me? I'll tell you who loves me. Aunt Lynn showed me love. Yes, that brief moment, the brief time that we had, she showed me love. I'm going to tell you something. You know, the effect of my childhood was profound and it made having normal relations difficult. One by one, all of my close friends have kind of gone somewhere else, or I've seen through something, or we haven't been there. There's only been one let go in my life that has never left, and I want to say that I can tell you that I have loved and I still love. That person isn't here, but she never left. And you know what? It kills me that she's someone I used to know. I don't even know what to say about it because she's someone I used to know. I don't think I'd want to invade her life. And understand something, we never had a cross word. We just came to a point where, I'm going this way, you're going that way, and, I'll see you. I can't even really talk about it more than that, than just saying, let's put it this way. Did you see the movie with Sandra Bullock and Clooney, where Sandra Bullock lets go and Clooney drifts off? That's exactly what happened to me there, man. And I got to tell you, not a day goes by. And you know what the truth is, man? I'm cool with it because it tells me that I loved, and that's good, and that's good, and that's healthy. Listen, man, what happened to me as the first 6 years of my life has shaped all of my life. I'm just glad I'm saving what's left of my life. So I guess what I'm going to say to you is, who loves you? Who's making it happen for you? Who can you count on? You know what? Get that list together and praise those people. Show them grace. Grace recognizes grace. You'll see the good in them. If they're good people, you'll see it. Grace recognizes grace. If you came from a loving family, it's time to say, Mom, Dad, what a job. Thank you so much. You know, just be in the moment of your own trip and ask yourself, who loves you? Who have you loved that hasn't loved you back? Time to live with those wounds, put those people in their respective places, and do understand something. What's real never dies. It takes two people to really make it happen, but I'm walking around with a love that I just probably never going to let go of. And I don't know if I'll ever see her, talk to her again. But she's living right here in my memory. And show me grace, show me grace. Guys, I've stretched this rubber band about as far as I can. Like, share, subscribe. I certainly hope I'm getting through to you. This is episode 15, and probably episode 16's in the can somewhere in me. I'm working it out. So I'm winding down. Have a beautiful day. So glad you're tuning in. Peace and love, man.
You've just been serenaded by David Michael Elliot David. Sleep tight, and remember, grace recognizes grace.